Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. What's the run?
Foles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
It's now second and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Great. Mike's Popo.
From just shy of midfield, Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Telvin Smith, he was third in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
20. Gun.
He's coming. Double up.
Now Newton. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second and 12, Foles under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a third and long after that sack. Here's Foles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into rush coming, and he's taken down.
Is there anything Luke Kuechly can't do on the field?
Doesn't seem to be the case.
I mean, we just saw the sack there, right? We know he's terrific in pass coverage, but what I like is his intelligence, the way he gets a defense set, and he actually audible defenses when he sees what the offense is presenting and get them into something else and get them into a better spot.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. A little juke. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
Yeah, they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
20.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You don't want no problem from me.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to look deep. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're depth under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's got the hook up to McLeod, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Jackson.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Set 1-8. 388. Know your job. 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, what a juke into space. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A good pickup there at 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
180. Check. Tiger. 54. Let's pick it up. It's out.
They'll run it again with Fournette.
Let's get off the field.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Fournette. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And some room to maneuver. 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. A gain of 5, but not enough, leads to a 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal, and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a
like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab.